I'm Fletcher Brown here with another artist video blog at KIX96country.com. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of Fort Payne, Alabama. Please welcome to the couch at KIX96. Please welcome Weston Burt. Weston, how are you?
I'm great, man.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Loving you, man. You're an Alabama native. Not only that, but you're a Fort Payne native.
Yeah, man.
And of course, you know everybody knows what came out of Fort Payne.
Yeah, socks. See, I'm doing everything I can to throw you for.
Okay, yeah, okay, that worked. You got me on that one. I was going to say the supergroup Alabama, of course.
Supergroup, yeah, you said it right.
They are supergroup Alabama, legendary Alabama. Of course,
yeah,
Randy Owens, a dear friend of ours.
Yeah.
And here you come out of the same place.
Yep, out of left field.
And you have your own unique sound, but your sound is built on growing up with music like Alabama and Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Weston Burt and your style.
Man, you know, it's really funny. I've had that question hit with me, you know, for years. You know, who do you sound like? I don't sound like anybody.
You sound like Weston Burt.
That's exactly right. You know, so I go third person on them real quick. You know, and I say, well, I sound like Weston Burt. You know, but I'm really happy with that because, you know, I feel like one of the best things that I've ever heard, probably in the last 5 years, was, and so don't hold me to all my facts here, but it was, I think it was the CMAs, and Eric Church was accepting his Entertainer of the Year award, I think, and so he said, I want to thank, you know, the fans, and I want to thank country radio for helping me find my place in country music. And when I heard that speech, I was like, it's so true, because right now is a perfect time for all different sounds. And it's just getting bigger and bigger, and I think that's what's making country music so great. Is it's not just the same old thing, which there's nothing wrong with that music at all, because that's of course what I grew up on. But it's just really broadening right now, so it's a great time to be in the music business. You've
actually you've managed to be inspired by some of the greatest entertainers in rock and country. Oh yeah, and eke out your own sound. But you didn't start out necessarily down this road. You actually attended college at Auburn University, War Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle. Yeah.
So
yeah, man.
Tell us like how did you go from college? What were you majoring in?
Yeah, building science.
Building science.
Building science. Yeah. So, for instance, it's kind of like the construction side of architecture. So if you you get your degree in that, most everybody goes to work for like a major general contractor, like a Brassfield and Gorey, or a big company like that. Robbins and Morton's another big one. They build like healthcare facilities. So you could do that, or you could start your own construction company. You know, I wanted to do neither. I wanted to play music, and kind of realized that about midway through. So I just kind of stuck it out. I call my degree my insurance policy. Yeah. You got car insurance and health insurance, so you got to have something to fall back on, because God knows this is not a very promising business.
I've never heard of building science. So I have to look at it. Man, not a lot of Bunsen burners probably with that.
No, not at all, man. It's really cool. It's extremely hard, actually. Yeah, it's one of the few degrees you have to do a thesis for a bachelor. And so it was tough, but I learned a lot and made a lot of good friends.
Yeah, I had a subject in college that was extremely hard.
Yeah.
So, I had everything.
My favorite part about college and the tough subjects were the teachers who could not speak English. And it's like, yes, why don't you teach math? Oh, you do teach math. That's perfect. Yeah, War Eagle, man.
So, all right, so you're going to college.
Sorry, I just totally got off.
No, you're totally fine, man. We meander wherever we want to. You just take off right down into that field.
I chased a rabbit, But, so I'm in college,
You're in college at Auburn, and you're building science major.
Yeah.
You've always played guitar, though. You've always played music. You've always loved music. So while you were in school, did you maybe pay your way through school, playing bars, clubs?
You know what,
maybe going to Atlanta?
I kicked myself, because that's when music really kind of started picking up, was when I was in college. And I thought, if you're going to do this, and of course, again, I think of everything in a construction mind. I was like, a college town is a great place to start a musical foundation, because there's always going to be a need for music, and there's always going to be money in a college
Not to mention,
town.
girls love the guy with the guitar.
That's
they do.
Exactly right.
Girls all love the guy. You were you were not that guy.
No, I was not that guy.
Thank you.
No, I was
hated
not that guy. No, I was not the guy at the bonfire who pulled out a guitar.
Yes,
that wasn't me.
Everybody hated that guy. Thank you. Please continue.
Yeah. So so I was not that guy, and but I started playing music, and it just kind of really, it just blew up overnight. Like, we went from playing like 40 and 50 shows a year, and then it went to like 100, and then 200, and then it's just growing. And so here we are. We're in school. We're at full time, and everybody in the band was in school, and we're playing upwards of 200 shows a year, and going to school. And so it just kind of kept growing. And then I signed my record deal, and yeah, here we are.
Well, okay, let's talk about that. Your leap from Auburn to Nashville.
Yeah.
When was that? When did that happen for you?
Yeah, so I signed. Well, it's funny. I signed a publishing deal, because I'm a songwriter as well, and so I signed my publishing deal with a semester left of school. And so I was in the little, it's called a co-op track. So you go to school a semester and then you work a semester. Well, instead of working, I played music. And so, which was work to me because I was making money and paying bills. So during this time, I go to Nashville and I'm cutting a record. And so I just all of a sudden signed my record deal as well at that time. And so I was like, dude, I thought I'd made it. I was like, woo, I've arrived. Time to quit school. What an ignorant, person I was, because now, it's harder than it's ever been, But yeah, so it just kind of happened really that fast, and so I begged and begged, and they let me go back to school and finish. And so I went back that summer and finished my degree, and then been out on the road ever since.
All right. Well, now you've got the album. You've got this EP right here. I'm holding my hand.
12 years in the making, right
12
here.
years in the making. Your single, Lucky Sometimes. That's one that you wrote?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, so the funny story about that is when we were getting ready to make the record, and we'd cut some songs, and we went back in and we're like, we don't have it yet. So we'd go back in and we'd cut 6 more. Still don't have it. We weren't feeling it. And so when I listen to demos, I don't want to know who wrote it, because there's so many great writers in Nashville. I don't want to know, because I don't want it to sway my decision to cut the song just because of who wrote it. And I'll give you a very good example of that, is I'm a huge Chris Stapleton fan.
Oh, absolutely. Who isn't?
Exactly. If you're not breathing, then that's probably why you're not a Chris Stapleton fan. But so anyway, if I saw his name on a song, then just instantly I would be swayed to do it. So anyway, we're listening to all these songs, and nothing's really jumping out at me as the single, and then I hear this, and I was like, holy cow, man, this is it. And I go back to my producer, I'm like, all right, who wrote it? And he's got this, this eating grin on his face, and he's like, it was Ben Hayslip, Dallas Davidson, and Charles Kelly from Lady Annabelle.
Absolutely.
And I was like, yes, it doesn't get better than those three, Obviously, Charles's career is doing just fine, and Ben Hayslip and Dallas Davidson were Songwriter of the Year for ASCAP BMI last year, and I think, no joke, I think Ben has 3 number 1s or maybe 4 just this year so far. So, yeah, I'm just extremely fortunate to those guys. Thanks, guys, the Peach Pickers and Charles. And
so you could say you just get lucky sometimes.
Yeah,
you hear the right song.
It's weird, yeah. And the funniest part about it is my first single, Lucky Sometimes, and one of my favorite sayings is, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. And what do you know, man?
All right. So now the EP here, though, is this available for listeners, fans of yours? Can they download this off iTunes?
Yeah, so you can download the single off of iTunes right now. And then I wanted to give another song free. It's called Some Days Are Made for Rain. It's written by John Knight and I was about to say, and Dennis. I wanted to say Dennis Mikowski wrote it, but I wasn't 100%. And there's another writer.
Ty Lacey.
Yep, Ty Lacey. Yep, sorry, Ty. I nearly forgot you there. But anyway, I wanted to give my fans and the listeners something different, and that is so out of the box for me that I would normally not cut. But I just fell in love with the song, so you get it for free. So right now you can go to iTunes and buy the single and that song, and then here in a couple months we'll start releasing more stuff.
Absolutely. So folks, if they want to hear more Weston Burt, they can go to your website. Yep,
westonburt.com. Yep.
And of course, you do the social media, right?
Oh, yeah, I do the Twitter. And, I do the Twitter. I love it when the people, you got these people who are like 60. No offense to you guys, but it's like, you got the Twitter? You on the Twitter? Yeah, I'm on the Twitter. I got those in my truck.
So you look for Weston Burt. Facebook, of course.
Yeah, Facebook.
Like him on Facebook. Follow him on Twitter.
Please
go to westonburt.com. If you want to hear the single Lucky Sometimes, you make sure you call us at KIX96, and we will happily play it for you. Look for his live performance video here at KIX96country.com. Weston, make sure you come back and visit us, okay?
I will. I always look for chances to come back to the home state.
I'll tell you right now, man, Fort Payne, Alabama is welcome in Kix Country any day of the week.
That's what I like to hear.
We love what comes out of Fort Payne. So we'll see you again when you come and visit us.
That's right.
And we'll see you next time, another artist video blog here at KIX96country.com.